Hello, my lovelies. Hello, my beauté. Andrew. AJ from Andrew James Photography here tonight. We've got the waiting room is starting to fill up. Tonight is our photographers roundtable discussion, la discussion table ronde des photographes. J'attends encore certaines personnes à euh, s'abonner dans la chambre d'attente, la salle d'attente, je veux dire. On a déjà Monsieur Fournier. We have Denis um, from our Facebook group. I'm going to let him in right away, and let's see what comes up for discussion today. Bonsoir, Monsieur Fournier.
Hello AJ, ça va?
Bien vous.
Oui, ça va bien,
We're live
merci.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I see that.
J'ai commencé à partir le lien avant tout le monde rentre. Because usually, with Uncle Bob and Mark, when they get in, they usually get into a conversation right away.
Yeah.
So by the time I actually connect the YouTube,
Mhm.
tu sais, 5 minutes, il a déjà passé dans la conversation.
All right.
Là, sont pas j'espère ils s'en rappellent que c'était ce soir, mais it's very possible that either one of them have completely forgotten. I'm gonna just really
Okay.
quickly text. Vous,
All
comment ça
right.
va depuis la dernière fois qu'on s'est vu?
Ouais, ça va vite, ça fait 2 semaines, ça va vite? Non, ça
Ben
va
oui,
bien.
hein?
Ouais, ça va bien. C'est ça. As a new retiree, I use my time trying to schedule a photo shoot and everything.
Oui, puis
Yeah, it's not that bad. I have other activities, but I'm trying to take more time for photography, and it's not so bad.
okay, good.
I'm
Good,
trying
good,
macro
good.
photography. I never was really in macro photography, but now I'm starting to mainly with Lego figures. I
Oh,
have a lot of
nice.
Lego figures at home, so I'm trying to shoot some Lego figures with. I only have tubes. I don't have a macro lens.
Okay.
But I'm testing the tube first, and afterwards, if I like it, maybe I'll try to equip myself with a micro lens.
Un autre bonne chose que tu peux faire aussi, vous avez Canon, si je me rappelle bien, right?
Ouais, Canon.
So you can, oh, geez, that was, that,
You zoomed in.
sorry. Yeah, exactly. My camera's getting a little bit out of hand over here. C'est-à-dire que, justement, euh, notre location d'objectifs Canon chez Gosselin, c'est quand même. Puis je crois que, if I'm not mistaken, they put out a brand new 85 millimeter macro.
Oh, that'd
Um,
be good.
and I believe we have that one on rental too, that you can
Okay,
try.
maybe I'll try that on rental first.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
just to see if I.
It's always a better idea to try first.
Yeah.
I know they have the 100 millimeter. I
Hmm.
believe the 100 millimeter is an f2, and the 85 I think is a 2.8.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter either way because in macro normally I use f8 as a starting point,
Okay.
just to be able to get a little bit of depth of field.
Yeah.
And if not, then it's usually between 5.6 and f11 que je joue
Okay.
avec le plus souvent.
I think you can also use it for regular photography also.
Absolutely. When you're playing in the macro 90, so 85 to 100, 105
Yeah.
millimeters, ça fait
Yeah.
des très très belles photos de portrait.
Okay. Because I was looking
Because
at the 85 more than the 100 because for portrait it would be maybe preferable. That's what I thought anyway.
yeah. Well, on full frame, don't forget portrait's usually between 70 and 135.
Yeah.
So anywhere in that range is perfect for portrait. Macro lenses evidently um, are sharpest between a few inches right up to about 30 feet. After 30 feet, we don't
Hmm.
normally use those types of lenses for genre rapprochement
Okay.
de sujet très loin because it doesn't um, give a good, necessarily good focus at
Okay.
infinity. You
Okay.
know, that's the difference with a macro lens and a normal lens, is that a normal lens, the sharpness is at like 3 feet all the way to infinity, while macro is usually, could be 8 inches. And when I say 8 inches, I mean from the film plane symbol, not from the edge of the lens, right up
Okay.
to about 30 feet, 25 to 30 feet. That's when they're sharpest.
Okay. That's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
know.
Because I have a R7, so technically I have an APS-C. It's not full frame. So technically the 85 millimeters is like 60%. It's a kind of a 60% crop. So 85 is more like what 120 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 120, and as a matter of fact, rather than starting automatically at 1 for 1, you're starting at 1.6 to 1. So it's a little bit closer,
Yeah.
right, than
Okay.
what you would get 1 for 1. But there's nothing wrong with you just backing off a little bit.
Hmm.
And as a matter of fact, I had a customer call in at the shop earlier this week. Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Salut Marc.
Bonjour, bonjour. There's a gentleman who called in about a 100 millimeter macro,
Yeah.
um, asking about because Sony's 100 millimeter macro that they just brought out, it's a 1.5 to 1, or a 1.4 to 1, I think.
Hmm.
So he was questioning why he wasn't getting focus at the 1.4 to 1, and the reason was because he was trying to so in macro photography, a lot of times we'll use manual focus,
Yeah.
and we'll set it specifically at the ratio we want, whether it be 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Because we got Marc Laboisière. Hey guys, hey Marc, comment ça va? Sorry. Hey, as you can see, my ADD. I just saw Marc is on the chat on the YouTube. Sorry. Um, so what we do is we normally use the manual focus. We set it to the 1 for 1 or whatever ratio we want, and we just adjust in distance from the
Okay.
subject to get that 1 for 1. And what he was doing, from what I understood, was he set it to 1 for 1, set the distance, and then tried to focus using the focus,
Okay.
trying to focus at the 1.4 to 1. And in essence, what he had to do was just move the camera 20% closer. There goes my zoom again.
Just like your camera is listening to what you're saying, 20% closer, so you get closer.
Exactly, exactly. Fait que c'est ça. Fait que, euh, puis l'avantage, c'est que l'objectif est fait comparé à d'utiliser les bagues. So,
Hmm.
c'est sûr que les bagues, what you're doing is you're using the focal length of the lens, you're moving the um, focusing distance closer to the lens when you extend the lens.
Okay.
See, with my 4x5, which is a basically, I mean, you can call it an accordion camera. In those days, you didn't have macro lenses. So what we would do is we would just use the lens, and we would, let's say, for instance, I have a 90 millimeter
Hmm.
on my 4x5. If I extend the baffle twice the distance,
Then you have the same effect.
the closest focus becomes half the distance.
Okay.
So it becomes a macro, which is basically what you're doing
With
with
the
your
tubes.
extension tubes,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
Your
I see.
extension tubes are doing that. And basically it's the distance of your extension tubes in millimeters that you're adding to the focal length of the lens. So if you have a 50 millimeter and you add 30 millimeters of extension tube, you're now at a 70 millimeter
Okay.
focal distance. But evidently, you do lose light because you're
Yeah.
moving that lens farther away, right?
Yeah.
We
So
lost
that's why
Mark.
they have that, like the baffles on the old cameras to adjust the effect.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, I see.
Because
Because it was a
macro
more like a
lenses, I
fix.
think, were
Yeah.
only introduced really in the late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
Before that, they would take a 50 millimeter lens and literally put like an 80 millimeter baffle on it so that they
Hmm.
could bring the closest focusing closer to the focal plane.
Was it because of the reflex mirrors that they were starting to use that it changed?
No, I think it was more the design and the optics.
Okay.
There just wasn't any um optical design for the purpose of macro photography. Um, because people just automatically, and you know what? That's a great question. I should ask when I get on Camerosity the next time
Hmm.
I get on. Evidently, they're having their next episode tomorrow, but they're having it at 3 o'clock because they're planning
Yeah.
it for the UK. But the next time I get on Camerosity, I'll ask the gang over there. I believe it was just because the optical design just wasn't there yet.
Changed. Yeah, but when they introduced the mirror, like, that to the single lens reflex,
Yeah.
they had to use fixed lenses.
Well, it's not that they had to use fixed lenses. It's just that zoom lenses were not a big thing because before that, and on the 35 millimeter, don't forget, it was only introduced in the 30s, in the
Right.
1930s, right? Everything before that was a twin lens. It was with fixed lenses because there was just no foresight of needing a variable focal length lens.
Okay.
Okay, it's really when I think the 35 millimeter was introduced and became an actual mobile camera, that they just wanted to make it add as much versatility to the actual camera format.
Hmm.
And that's when the zoom lens, because early zoom lenses in the late 70s, early 80s were I mean, they weren't even 3x. I think they were 1.5, maybe 2x au gros max.
Okay.
When I look at my Minolta 7000 Maxim, my uh my I keep
Zoom
seeing
in
it.
again.
Anyway, um the my Maxim 7000 with a 3570. So, 28,
Not that
24,
not that much, no.
70 n'existait pas
Yeah.
avant, je pense, le milieu ou fin des années 80,
Okay.
right? Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Sorry for being late. Looking for the link because I cleaned off a lot of my Gmail, and I was looking for the link to make it back to the show.
Are you not getting the calendar invites?
That's what I just saw that just appear here on this side of my screen where it says photography with AJ at 8 p.m. now. So, but I was too busy looking at this screen to find out where the link was. But hey, that's life. I'm here, and it's now.
Oh, that's
Alors,
fine.
bonjour
Fantastic.
Denis, bonjour AJ,
Allô, salut
bonjour,
Marc.
elle t'a dit aussi à Marc. Alors, ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas parlé à mon ami Marc qui fait de la moto et qui faisait de la photo. Là, je sais pas s'il en fait encore ou s'il a changé d'AB un petit peu.
Ben oui, ben oui, ben oui. Il est sur le chat de I don't know if he. I'm gonna just chat him real quick. Hello, sir. Fait longtemps. Well, I can't spell now.
Marc,
Non, c'est pas ça.
M-A-R-C.
C'est fait longtemps qu'on pas. Attends, que on apostrophe O-N qu'on s'est vu.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys? So Denise talking about macro photography. Is getting into macro photography. How about you?
Ah,
Have you done
super.
anything special since the last time we saw each other?
Là, j'ai pas compris. C'est à moi que tu adressais la question?
Oui. Yeah,
Ah, OK,
exactly.
oui, OK, là, c'est beau, je te comprends.
Okay.
Ben oui, si tu vas sur ton site, j'ai posté une photo. J'ai fait une expérience. Alors, si tu vas voir une contribution il y a 22 heures, tu vas voir la fameuse photo. J'ai pris une caméra qui appartenait à mon père. On appelle ça une Imperial Debonair Toy
Yeah.
Camera. C'est du 620. Alors, on n'est plus capable d'avoir de film 620.
Ça, c'est
Il y
pas
a du
vrai.
monde qui l'ont changé pour avec des différents spools, mais que ils mettent du 120 dedans. La grandeur de la pellicule est pareille, c'est juste que le bobinage du film n'est pas pareil.
Il se
Moi, qu'est-ce
fait.
que j'ai...
Wait, Mark.
Go ahead.
Le 620 existe encore.
Il existe encore?
Mais oui,
Bon,
on le
ben.
vend.
Ah, OK.
Flick Film spools it. The guys at Film Photography Project spool it. All it is it's the same exact film as 120. The only thing that's different is the spindle.
Yeah.
And the reason for that was because Kodak, it was a Kodak film, and Kodak made film to push their cameras. Until finally it took about 10 years for them to get into the actual 120, which was what the world was using. It just never
OK.
caught on past Kodak.
OK.
But
Alors,
absolutely, you can just re-spool it yourself. I have extra spools here if ever you need.
ben c'est ça, mais là, moi, mon plaisir, c'est tu sais
Ah
que je
oui.
fais jamais rien de facile. Alors, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? C'est que j'avais du papier agfa, qui était l'expression anglophone, c'est foggy, en d'autres mots, qui a été à travers sa vie exposé à la lumière, même si c'est dans sa boîte, dans son sac, à cause du temps, de l'humidité et autres et autres. Alors, le papier, quand on le développe, il est gris au lieu d'être blanc pur. Alors, j'ai fait l'expérience.
Ouais, ça c'est parce que les rayons de lumière pénètrent l'enveloppe, pénètrent le bois avec le temps, and that's what foggy means.
C'est ça. Alors, on n'a plus une image qui est
Where
noir et
is
blanc. On a plutôt du gris que du blanc. Mais en tout cas, ça fait quand même une image, ça fonctionne. Alors, pour revenir un petit peu à l'expérience que j'ai faite, j'ai pris cette caméra-là, je l'ai ouvert et j'ai installé du papier de chambre noire à agrandisseur en arrière. Alors, j'avais du papier agfa qui était fogué, l'expression. Comment ça se dit en français? On le sait-tu? Je ne sais pas.
what? Foggy
Fogué.
is
Brouillé, brouillage, non?
Embrouillé,
no.
embrouillé.
Ouais, non, mais il y a un terme. It's called
Ah, ah, je vous fais travailler, hein?
hold on. It's called voilé.
Voilé,
Ah,
OK.
ouais,
Il est
ok.
voilé. Il est voilé. Because basically it's light penetrating um the um the storage box or whatever container is with time it deteriorates to a point where it just absorbs the radiation.
C'est ça.
Now, I just wanted to tell you because evidently dans 2 semaines on va faire notre photo review. The spot you have in the middle,
Wait,
in the back of the camera, is there a red dot? Is there a red window in the back?
there was until I put the tape before.
That's what that is. That's what that is. Because basically, see the difference between 120 and I have a roll of 120 here, okay, compared to 35 millimeter, which I have an actual stub here from, I don't know if you can see it here in the camera, this film here, right? So roll film, originally roll film, this is cartridge film, this is roll film. Roll film uses a paper backing to run the film through the camera, okay? And it protects the film because it's on the paper backing that the numbers of the exposures, and by the way, that's 13 exposures, not expositions.
OK, OK.
Okay. Okay. We don't expose that way. Okay. But okay. On the paper backing, on the on the beginning of the film, you have the numbering system of your frames, because don't forget 120 film, there are different formats. You have 645, which is 6 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. You have 6 by 6, 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters. Then you have 6 by 7, 6 by 8, 6 by 9, and it can go right up to 6 by 17.
That's
Okay.
big.
That's big. That 17 centimeters is basically the original panoramic cameras. Okay.
Okay. So this one
And
would be a 6 by 6, I believe.
yeah, exactly. So 6 by 6. So you're actually, you should have even gotten even more than that. You should have 6 by 6 usually gets you No, 6 by 6 is 12 images. It's 645 is 16. Yeah, that's right. So that's good. Fantastic.
So what I did is it's not film this. This is the paper for the enlarger when you would when you would print a negative, you would print it onto the paper. So I cut a piece of paper and I put it in the back of the camera with masking tape.
Okay.
And I went outside. I put myself on a little step ladder, aimed towards a scene, and basically with some calculation, and I used AI. I have to admit it. It helped my calculations faster.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I took 13 times the same picture without moving the camera to make sure that I'd reached the correct, l'exposition correcte, qui était 125 f11 ISO 100. That's what I got off my camera when using it to get the, a metering of light.
But paper is usually ISO 3.
Well, I had the research, and they say between ISO 3 and ISO 6.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Even my camera, 100%, I can't even tell you the shutter speed. A lot of places, they say 1/30th of a second. Some people mention 1/50th and even 1/60th.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
The consensus is more on the 1/30th.
Okay.
The F11, that's the only once that I find it. Besides that, I haven't found anything else.
Okay.
So when I did my metering, I set up my Canon with the F11 and basically ISO 100.
Okay.
And then when I converted, I say, how many how do I have to expose multiple exposures to get the equivalent of 1/30th F11 at an ISO of 6? And basically, I even got different answers.
So ton 13 is actually 13 times 1/30th of a second.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's good. That's great. Fantastic. What was the name of the camera again?
The Imperial de Bonaire toy camera.
Imperial de
Bonjour, Uncle Bob.
Bonaire camera.
Hello. Hello,
Hey, T.
Bonjour, Andrew. Bonjour, Mark.
Welcome, welcome. I want to get a picture of it. De Bonaire. Here we go. So what Mark was using is actually this camera right here.
Nick, it's in another package.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I see
the one on the left, and even have the flash unit. It's upstairs, except you can't get any more flash bulbs unless you can prove to me that I'm wrong again.
You might be able to find them on eBay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You might even be able to find it on Amazon. I wouldn't be surprised if there would still be some store somewhere leaving it in je veux dire having it voyons on eBay or on Amazon. There might be somebody who still makes them, because these I think were mercury bulbs.
Possibly. I have the name of them and things like that. There's 2 different models that go inside.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Good, great job there, Mark.
It's a nice camera, yeah.
Nice little camera.
It's a family heirloom. So it's like I was playing it when I was a kid. I remember I used to separate the back from the front and use it almost like a dive telescope, where you would flash and you get a little piece of light. That was when I was a kid, about 5 years old, until my dad took it out of my hands and put it away. Going through his things, we found it the other day. And after speaking to you and this and that, it got me curious to see if I could get a picture out of it, just to say I got a picture out of it. So
well, okay. So now that I'm reading and say negative paper agfa, so that is exactly what that spot in the middle is. It's the fact that there was no backing paper to stop the light from hitting the back of the paper. And it's funny to say this, but even the back of the paper, the fact that you're getting light to the back of the paper exposed the front of the film side of the paper.
Yeah, because I had the sun in my back when I took the picture, and so when I saw that dot, when I processed and did everything, and I saw that dot, ce point de lumière là, mais là la seule chose je regardais, j'ai dit oui, du papier, c'est pas supposé être affecté par la couleur, le spectrum rouge, Mais là, j'ai dit, il y a tellement de soleil que c'est la seule possibilité. Puis je me demande comment plus clair que l'image aurait été si j'avais mis un morceau de tape avant.
Well, plus clair, it would have just been able, you would have just finished the actual where that white spot is.
Yeah.
You would have actually, let me just zoom out here because I don't want you
Yeah,
guys
you
to
would have probably filled in the color,
Yeah.
the rest of the
Mais-
picture.
C'est ça, exactement. But next time I see you, I will bring you a roll of 620 for you.
Ah ben OK, on checkera ça.
I'll spool it for you and I'll spool it for you and I'll bring it. We're gonna see each other next month, I think, aren't we?
Ouais, en théorie, je voulais avoir ça. C'est un projet que je voulais amener pour Pinhole Day, la journée
Right.
excusez-moi, je cherche mes mots à soir, là. Mais c'est ça, je voulais avoir ça avec d'autres petites affaires. Alors, c'est tous des petits projets que ça faisait un petit bout de temps que j'avais qui trottaient sur l'arrière brûleur, de back burner, comme on dit.
Ouais.
Puis, j'essayais de faire des petites niaiseries, là, mais étant donné que là, j'ai une chambre noire, puis j'ai des amis comme AJ et Uncle Bob qui sont des ressources, puis j'ai Fabulous Fab. Je peux poser des questions, puis des fois, il y en a qui ont plus de cheveux sur la tête parce que là, ils commencent à aller chercher leur historique. Quand j'ai proposé ça à Fab, originalement, il était là, mais il dit attends, ça ne marchera pas. Non, oui, non. Là, il fallait que tu fasses ci, mais là, il fallait que tu fasses ça. Puis là, le nombre d'expositions, j'ai dit oui, oui, Fab, j'ai calculé ça. Il dit oui, ça devrait marcher. Mais la journée qu'on devait se rencontrer pour le faire, ça a foiré.
Okay.
Alors là, c'est à peu près ça.
Oh, good job, though. Fantastic.
No, okay, yeah, it's fun.
Hey, T, you're back. How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. I have so many fucking, excuse the Italian, but I have so many things to do
Uh-huh.
because I even forgot about the night calling.
I figured it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I said he's going to be too busy tonight.
And I have-
But now I
Yeah.
have in my Facebook now on my page on my Andrew James. I did again the damn thing. My page on the Facebook page is now j'ai mis les so everybody can know
the
The
date.
dates.
the dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll post them 2 months in advance.
That's
Good.
good.
Okay. So I'll start posting for June and July because it goes up to the month of May
Mhm.
right now. And but then we're gonna see maybe we'll take a break for June and July being the summer. You know. But
Yeah.
see, have you done any photos since last time we spoke?
Yes, I have. I shot 2 black and white films.
Nice.
With one with a Minolta SRT 101
Okay.
and one with a Nikon F Sunny 16.
Yeah.
And it was about the kids going down the glissade de neige, tu sais,
Wait.
in the Repentigny. So it was
Okay.
fun.
Good,
Got a
good.
lot of nice shots. It was fun. And
Great.
then I developed them, and
Okay.
so they came out pretty good. So
Nice.
yeah.
I, on the other hand, have actually I have a new one to try today now, or today. I got it this week.
Okay.
It is to fool around with. I got a wow Cambo
Oh,
rail on a rail.
no.
And so far, I think I can do if I can find a for
But-
portrait, I'm looking for something over 300 millimeters. So somewhere between 300 and 400 millimeter lens.
Is it an 8x10 or 4x5?
No, this is a 4x5.
Boy, it looks bigger, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's much bigger than my field camera. It's heavier than my field camera, but I have all of the movements.
Yeah.
So, everything moves everywhere. I still have to figure out what moves where.
Your front and back
with this-
standards.
Come on.
Your front and back standards.
My front and back, yeah, I have complete range of motion, which I had my first camera 4x5. I had these two backs, a rollback over here, which is a 6x8, and I have this is it's called a Graphmatic, so I load up to 8 sheets of 4x5. And basically by pulling the tab out, it's like a Polaroid. You pull the tab out, it moves the film to the back, and then the film in the front comes up, and so it's like a, they used to use it really for the
spring loaded, yeah.
yeah, it's spring loaded, and it was used for the not the photo, well, the press photographers,
Okay.
Mhm.
specifically the ones who were shooting sports. And it came with, for me to try. So seeing that we no longer have any Polaroid, the gentleman gave it to me with the, I have the Lomograph lock
Okay.
film back, so I can put in Fuji Instax instant films in
And
the
yeah,
camera, so that I can do exposure tests and
Like a-
compositional tests and see it before I shoot. So
Oh,
that's
that's
going to
good.
be interesting when that gets started.
yeah, it's very soft.
I don't know if you guys had checked out my
So on est en train d'essayer.
Instagram,
Yeah.
but I've hit now 1,010 followers.
That's good.
Oh,
So now I'm going to start doing my lives now directly on Andrew James Photography. So my next roll of film, which last week I was at La Parc de la Yamaska in
and Yamaska.
yeah, no, I know, but it's in Cowens, it's in Cowensville. No, it was 30 minutes from Cowensville. So it was I think it's in Granby. I was there with Andre Lafort. He wasn't able to make it tonight. But he was actually shooting a like my Horseman, but a Technica 8x10. No, sorry, what was he shooting? A 5x7.
5x7, yeah.
He was shooting 5x7.
But Technica is a long time I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got two. He's got a Technica 4x5 and a 5x7. Yeah. Right. So that's been my my thing. I'm writing just before I got set up over here. Je suis en train de travailler sur une présentation for mes collègues à Montréal, le magasin de Montréal. For Wednesday, they want me to talk about the whole film process from film formats and types right up to the development process, explaining the different chemistry.
A guy asked me today if I knew Gosselin Photo.
Yeah.
I told him no.
No? We're just the largest retailer in Quebec. I mean,
no,
you know.
I said, where are they?
You sure it wasn't one of my guys?
Then I told him, I said, no, my nephew works there. I said, man.
Mais c'est ça. Fait que ça pour les projets. Actually, there was a subject I'd come across earlier this afternoon. I don't know if you guys have seen it on Instagram. It's a meme that's been going on, and it is of what's his name? He passed away not too long ago.
What is it?
He's a photographer who became a director, a cinematographer. He did everything. He did fashion photography.
Avenon? No.
Avenon, yeah. Didn't he
Yeah,
die
Richard
just
Avenon,
Richard Avenon?
Yeah, Richard Avenon. Didn't he pass away not too long ago?
Mais me semble it's a good while.
Oh, ça fait un bon bout de temps. But he was asked by English. Attends, I gotta find it. He was asked by an English. Wait on, where am I? An English reporter. No, that's not it. Well, about the definition of. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Ah, wait a minute. I just passed it. I found it. The question. So, yeah. So he's asked, is photography art?
Yes, I read that somewhere too.
Did you see that?
Yeah, and Luc April.
Attends, let me see here. Richard
I don't remember his complete answer.
Avedon
Yeah.
meme about photography. Where is it? I think it's this one. No, that's not it. Hold on. You know what, though? I should have it here. Which one am I? Okay, that's right. Where are my saves? Dashboard. Is it in profile? Yes, it is. Photographers. I don't know if YouTube will let me do this, but we'll try it anyways.
Okay.
Hold on now. How do I advance through this? Yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
No, not this guy. Come on, you're here. I know you're here. I just saw you. Away. Is that him? No, that's Ansel Adams. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. Okay, give me a sec. Let me share this.
And those are months away, and we learn who knows what could happen in those months. But I'm also curious about this idea for voters, what they think about the president.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the thing I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. That's what's missing.
Yeah. Listen, that is such a bogus and nitwit thing to ask. Anything
Here,
you
wait.
do
Let's
as an
start from the
artist,
beginning.
painting is
Digital photography. Point has been made. Is photography art? And you know what they say.
Yeah, listen, that is such a bogus and nitwit thing to ask. Anything you do as an art is an art. Painting is not an art if it's done by a schlub. You know, bad painting is not art, bad writing is not the art of writing, and bad photography is not art. Good cooking, good parenting, good photography, good painting, good journalism. What you do, you bring it up to an art.
And so photography is art. It's done
Anything
well
done
and with
to the
craft
level
and
of
experience and vision
Yeah.
and insight.
That's right, exactly.
So, what do you guys think? That's my... Let's start off the discussion there.
What do we think
Basically-
about?
No, go ahead.
But no, I was just going to say, what do we think about what?
About what he said about photography
Yeah.
being art, if it's intentional, if it's done by a knowledgeable photographer. Basically, that was the gist of his meme, is that, you know, anybody can shoot a picture, but doesn't make it art. Just because somebody snapped the shutter doesn't make it art unless it represents something concrete. It tells a story. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I think that.
Vas-y, Denis.
Was
I think that's basically, c'est assez vrai de ce qu'il dit de façon, il dit de façon générale, toute chose qui est bien faite devient un art, c'est un peu ce
Ouais.
qu'il dit, mais par rapport à la photographie, il dit ce qui est important, c'est l'intention puis l'histoire qui est dans la photo, de ce que je comprends. Nous.
Ouais. Donc, vous êtes d'accord, Denis?
Oui, moi je suis d'accord avec ça.
Because you can give a camera to anybody, and somebody who doesn't, and it's not that I come back to, because I've been teaching and instructing photography for the past 13 years, but it is extremely important still to be a good artist to understand the tools that you're using. And if you don't understand those basic tools, those basic principles on how to use those tools, it doesn't make it art unless that work of art was created with a purpose.
Yeah, that's the purpose behind the intention.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
I,
looking at C. I'm waiting for C to chime in. Chime in. Go ahead. I want you to
well,
chime in.
because I'm trying to balance it out because I agree that art is intentional.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree. You don't have to necessarily have the full knowledge of what you're doing, but if you have the intention of creating some kind of art
Yeah.
through photography or through painting or through anything else, yes, it can become art. Okay, now I know it's a little bit on the fence, but it's because I feel that there's some people who have natural talent and who are natural artists, and they may not know the technicality of what they're doing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I play a lot of music, right?
Right.
And I know a lot of people who know how to read music and all this stuff here, but they're not artists. They're just mechanical.
Yes.
Playing it mechanically. Whereas other people, and sometimes it's even kids, they pick up a guitar or a piano or whatever, and it's natural for them.
Absolutely.
So it becomes an art. Now, the intent, I think the most important thing in all these arts is the intention.
Yes.
The intention.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the techniques, but it is the intention of, I want to make this beautiful, or I want to make this great, or, you know,
Right.
whatever the intention is, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm a little bit on the fence to say, you know, I think some things are art and a lot of, you know, it's hard to pin it down though.
Okay.
I mean, you could have a good camera and know how to use it and all the basics of the camera, but if you just take pictures without intention, without a purpose, you know,
Exactly.
you're missing the point.
C'est exactement ce que je me dis, Denis, parce que moi, quand j'étais dans la photo à vendre des caméras, bien avant Andrew, là, j'étais à Côte-des-Neiges. Puis j'étais dans un magasin, puis les propriétaires étaient juifs. J'ai rien contre, c'était du très bon monde, puis toute la patente. Mais la clientèle rentrait, puis ceux qui avaient de l'argent, ils voulaient acheter un Nikon ou un Leica ou quelque chose de même, sans savoir ce qu'ils achetaient. Ça, c'est comme tu dis, tu peux avoir les bons appareils, tu peux avoir toute la patente, mais si tu sais pas ce que tu fais avec, ou your intention is just to take snapshots,
Yeah.
you know, it's not art. You know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with snapshots.
No, I
There's
agree.
nothing wrong with snapshots.
You know,
And even from me, you know, when I give my travel class, we give a class on travel photography, and we do an excursion on travel photography.
Yeah.
But our intention with that particular class is literally to force people to see more artistically rather than just documentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than just documenting your
trip,
travel, you know, you went here, you ate this, you saw this, you did that, you did the, blah, 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 blah. Look for certain things that you'll never see at home.
Yeah.
Right? Like look at Uncle's wall, look at the back of his wall. I mean, those images all have a certain intention. They all have a certain story to tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I found out that the tree is not his, but
the tree's not mine. But I liked it, so I kept it.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying that because evidently, you know, photography is not, well, I mean, it's not, and it is. You have abstract photography, evidently. Obviously, you do.
Yeah.
I consider myself more of a realist. I capture what I see, how I saw it,
Me too,
right?
Yeah.
And I do, in my teachings, do make people understand that understanding the principles of light is just a base to be able to create better photography.
Absolutely.
With intention.
Absolutely.
Right.
But we get also that people start, sometimes they have the artistic intention, and then to get better, they want to go into the technical things,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to improve their art. See,
but I also honestly, in my heart, for those people who are artistic and don't want to learn the technical aspect, And most of the people that I know who are like that are intimidated by the technical aspect
I
because
agree.
they are not mathematicians. They are not,
I,
and I'm not, I am neither. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mathematician. I'm horrible with numbers, right?
yeah.
What was that?
Was pointing to Mark. He's
Oh,
under.
Mark's
under
got a question.
Yeah, Mark's got a question, sir.
But I'm gonna get to you right in a sec, Mark.
It's like a
My
guy who
screen.
wants to time everything when he develops, but it's okay.
but understanding the principles allows you to play within those principles and I mean, listen, photography is are artisanal, right?
It is.
Everybody has their technique, everybody has their
Yeah.
interpretation of it.
I
Go
agree.
ahead, Mark.
Well, what I believe, honestly, you're all wrong. Non.
Ah ben,
Je vais expliquer ça un petit peu plus.
Go ahead, I love it. Yeah.
Je vais expliquer ça un petit peu plus, puis je vais prendre mes mots francophones parce que ça va être plus facile.
Oui,
pour
oui,
expliquer.
allez-y, on parle tout français.
Oui.
Le technique, tu es obligé de l'apprendre. Pourquoi? Parce que tu as décidé de communiquer avec le langage d'une caméra. Si tu n'es pas capable de la faire parler comme il faut, tu ne pourras pas envoyer ton message. Il y a combien de photos, Uncle Bob, en arrière de toi que tu as pris, puis AJ, puis Denis, puis tout ça? Combien de photos que vous avez pris pour vendre artistiquement quelque chose? Quasiment, moi, je pense que c'est quasiment zéro. Moi, je prends des photos parce que ça me fait plaisir, puis je me sens assez capable de partager mes photos, puis là, de peut-être trouver quelqu'un d'autre qui va dire « Hey, oui, Marc, moi aussi, ça là me fait plaisir. » C'est-tu artistique, ça l'est-tu pas? Je le sais pas. Est-ce que je pourrais gagner ma vie avec ça si je réussis à peut-être exporter mes photos à beaucoup, beaucoup de monde, puis il y en a peut-être qui sont prêts à en acheter, peut-être que je pourrais vivre avec, mais c'est pas mon but à ce moment-ci. Alors,
Non, non, ça, je suis d'accord.
artistique, j'ai de la misère, moi, avec ça, parce que peut-être que quelqu'un qui va sortir un sens ou un don, comme Uncle Bob, il dit, qui va prendre la caméra, puis il va passer devant des feuilles, mais parce que le soleil frappe d'une certaine manière, ça va être artistique. Non, c'est que ça l'a touché. Il a remarqué ce moment-là, il l'a pris. Puis là, mais on est 4 photographes ici, au moins un en arrière qui écoute dans le background. Bon, mais il y en a peut-être la photo, il y en a peut-être 2 sur 5 qui vont l'aimer. Est-ce
Oui.
que ça fait artistique ou pas? Je ne sais pas. Là, c'est mon opinion, puis là, j'ai divagué, puis comme j'ai dit, vous aviez tort, mais ça.
C'est no problem. Mais je vais recommencer in the beginning.
OK.
Tu sais, quand j'ai commencé, je ne connaissais pas la technique de tout ce que je faisais. Tout ce qui m'attirait, c'est que, comme tu dis, j'ai vu des filles avec une belle lumière, ou quelque chose de même, ou j'ai vu une belle fille, ou whatever. Puis, je voulais juste faire le côté artistique de ça.
Mhm.
Je ne savais pas le technique encore. So, mais à force d'être en amour avec la photographie, là, j'ai dit, ta minute, j'aimerais ça. Tu sais, tu vois quelque chose, des fois, dans ce temps-là, c'était Time Life Magazine ou Life
Ouais.
Magazine and National Geographic. Puis là, tu disais, I want to do that. So là, il fallait que j'apprenne les techniques, comment faire ça. Puis comment ajouter ça dans mes photos. Parce qu'oublie pas, on commence tout le temps with an idea.
Oui.
Tu sais, and an intention. And from there, well, tu sais, puis il y a bien du monde qui ont peut-être le talent de voir, mais comme Andrew a dit, ils ont peur d'embarquer dans la technique parce que, je ne sais pas, c'est intimidant, c'est compliqué, tu sais, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, they ruin their own future.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
Oui.
mean?
Like, I'll give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, evidently we started a couple of years back. I'll do with my shop, on est trois magasins dans la même genre, on peut dire dans la même géographie right? You got Laval, which is the north. You've got the Montreal, and then you've got the South Shore, and there's 3 stores that are very close together. So, on a commencé depuis 2 ans à faire des sorties ensemble, right? And everybody calls me a technical photographer at the shop because I know my technical aspect so well, but I don't think on it all the time. Not, I don't like the word mastered, but I've gotten good enough with the technical aspect of photography that it's all in the back of my brain.
But that's what you call
So that-
experience.
Sorry?
That's what you call experience.
Yeah, well, exactly, right?
Oui, for sure.
And so for me, that's, I don't think about the technical aspect because I have that already and I know what I'm looking for. I'm already set up. Anyways, we got into this discussion about the exposure and using auto ISO or whatever. And when I tried to explain the technical aspect of this new way that the companies are using auto ISO, which is much more efficient than it was 20 years ago, I got shut down. And the reason I got shut down as a trainer, even by my own colleague, was because for the moment that I started talking about comparison of 100 ISO, 200 ISO with focal length, there were 2 or 3 people in the group who said, just, oh, no, it's the moment you talk about math, you lose me. So I immediately got shut down. So I stepped back and I said, okay, well, if they have a question, they'll come and see me directly or whatever. And I think that in itself is impeding the creative process in that you're not understanding exactly how your tool works to achieve the image that you have an intention of shooting. I don't know if I'm making it clear. I don't know if I'm rambling or
Yeah.
you guys can.
Non, gars, AJ, c'est que quand on est nouveau, on a déjà la crainte d'avoir la caméra dans les mains. Puis là, on voit, comme on peut voir du Canon, on a la caméra dans les mains. Puis là, on a peur parce que là, il y a des boutons. Puis là, ben là, tu te dis, je connais pas tout, mais quand même, me mettre en mode automatique. Ben, hey, la photo, elle sort. C'est brillant, qu'est-ce que ça fait. Mais dès que tu mets l'appareil dans une situation qui est difficile, mais là, toi, tu vois une image, ton cerveau corrige, mais la machine, l'ordinateur de la caméra ne peut pas te suivre dans ton cerveau. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Là, c'est d'apprendre. Alors, moi, les premières fois, je me suis entêté à être en manuel, puis je le dis bien souvent, mais j'ai ma première année, 8000 photos qui ont été prises, puis j'en ai 4000 qui sont noires. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il a fallu que je réapprenne à comprendre comment est-ce que la caméra fonctionne.
C'est ça.
Puis pourtant, j'en faisais dans de l'argentique, mais j'avais le petit light meter avec la ligne, puis là, tu avais le cercle, puis tu mettais le cercle où ce qu'il y avait à la ligne, puis tu prenais ta photo. Je réussissais à créer une image, mais je ne comprenais pas pourquoi qu'elle était créée de même. Là, en contact avec AJ puis d'autres photographes, faut pas que tu montes ton ISO, il faut toujours que ça soit à 100 parce que sinon, tu vas introduire du bruit. Là, attends, AJ, panique pas. C'est pas du bruit. C'est, tu sais, alors, c'est ça que... Non, du grain, excusez-moi, j'ai tellement été
Ouais, c'est ça.
corrigé par AJ que
Le
là,
bruit, c'est bon, le grain, non.
I
c'est
held
ça,
back. I
bon.
held back.
Mais
C'est
on
pour
l'a
ça que
le
là, j'ai tellement été. Bon, mais gars, on a introduit du grain, mais là, non, c'est du bruit. Mais c'est ça, c'est que là, en apprenant un petit peu que là, c'est correct, puis fais travailler ta machine au maximum, tu vas pouvoir aller chercher ta vitesse quand tu en as besoin. Tu vas pouvoir jouer avec tes champs de profondeur quand tu en as besoin pour atteindre quelque chose qu'on appelle artistique.
C'est ça.
Mais c'est même encore là, quand tu parles soit de bruit ou de grain, mais il y en a qui cherchent à en avoir dans leurs photos justement pour
Oui.
donner une qualité artistique.
Absolument, c'est un artiste.
Définitivement.
Absolument.
Donc-
Les photographes avec plus d'expérience ou les plus vieux photographes, moi, je suis d'accord qu'ils cherchent à avoir du bruit ou du grain dans la photo, parce que ça simule l'argentique puis tout ça. Mais j'ai marqué que quand je développais en Photoshop certaines de mes photos animalières, surtout les oiseaux, plus qu'il y avait de grains, on dirait plus que l'image était comme une peinture, une pièce d'art. Tu sais, quelqu'un avait peinturé l'oiseau, un aigle ou quelque chose comme ça. Puis
Ben,
c'est qu'est-ce que j'aime.
ça, c'est parce que Canon donne des gros.
Oui, avec beaucoup de couleurs.
Nikon, c'est plus raffiné.
Tu veux
OK.
vérifier derrière?
Mais tu sais, encore là, Marc, quand tu t'introduis du bruit ou du grain, tu le fais de façon intentionnelle parce que tu as un certain type de grain que tu vas avoir. Tu
C'est
as un
ça.
certain type d'expression ou de bruit que tu vas avoir. Donc, encore là, c'est l'intention là, qui est en arrière de la photo. Là. C'est ça qui, comme on disait, c'est ça qui fait qu'une photo est artistique ou non.
Aujourd'hui, oui, mais quand je recule à mes débuts en photographie, écoute, c'était la plaie de ma photographie. Comment je peux réussir à faire une photo sans monter mon ISO parce que m'a mettre tellement de bruit dedans
Ouais.
que je n'aurais pas. Alors, je m'empêchais, j'avais une Canon T5. Dès que j'étais en aréna, puis je montais au-dessus de 800, je commençais à avoir du bruit, puis je trouvais que ça ruinait mes photos.
But the
Alors,
reason also,
je
Mark, is
m'empêchais
because
de vivre.
à cette époque, la T5, right, sa plus haute ISO, c'était 3200.
Non, ça a monté un petit peu plus haut que ça, AJ.
Ah oui?
Je pense qu'il faudrait
Ça,
que je
ça
regarde.
dépasse, il me semble que ça dépassait pas 6400.
Me semble que oui, mais jamais je montais plus haut que 800 ou 1600 parce que j'avais plus de contrôle. Mais
Ouais.
Photoshop, maintenant, avec les outils qui
Oui.
viennent avec, hey, dépasse 3200. Même celui que j'ai, vraiment, la 5DS, elle est horrible pour le bruit puis tout ça, mais Photoshop corrige tellement bien que j'ai pas de problème. Même je fais pas exprès des fois pour pas l'enlever autant que Photoshop voudrait l'enlever.
Puis même à ça, vous avez vu Marc puis mon oncle Bob, parce que j'avais fait la conférence il y a 2 semaines chez vous, je vous avais montré, moi, à 12 800 même, j'ai aucune application de réduction de bruit de l'appareil photo ni de mon Lightroom. Euh, Parce qu'en temps réel, à 12 800 ISO, il n'y a pas assez de bruit pour me décourager assez pour être capable de dire, bon, ben, faut que I have to correct for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And evidently, that's the evolution of digital photography, is that noise can be corrected. You cannot get away from grain. It's in the film. So if you pick that particular film, it's because you picked that particular style of grain.
Ça.
Right? See, how many times did you run a 3200 ISO film through your camera
Non.
Never,
back in the day?
never. The highest
Ever?
I ever did was 1600.
1600? And
Yeah,
that was with
and that was a Tri-X boosted to 1600.
boosted to 1600,
Yeah,
right?
But Accufine, yeah.
Okay.
That was like a 800 that you boosted to 1600?
Non, un 400 boosté
À 400 à 1600.
OK.
Yeah.
OK. Ouais, non, c'est vrai. T'as pas de 800, oui, c'est vrai.
Ouais, t'avais pas de 800 dans ce temps-là, exactement.
T'as du
J'ai
400.
commencé par le 400-800, je l'ai essayé, là. Après ça, Accufine disait qu'il pouvait y aller jusqu'à 1600, ça, je l'ai essayé.
Okay.
Mais le grain était gros.
Ouais.
C'était gros.
C'est ça.
C'était même pas comparable au bruit d'un digital là, à 1600. C'était
C'est
comme
ça.
deux fois de plus. Là, tu sais, c'était...
Ben oui. And even at that, the
You know,
two black and white
I
films that are
came-
at 3200 are actually 800 ISO films
Yeah,
that are boosted to 3200.
yeah. Today the chemistry is different, but
Yes.
in my time, I rarely shot more than 400.
Okay.
Because it was like way too much trouble. And quand tu es habitué to have a tripod or to, hold, if you really want the depth of field and things like that, you need a
Yeah.
tripod if you're inside. If you wanted to shoot, when I was younger, I could hold the camera at 1/30th.
Right.
With no shake. But
Yeah.
today,
Oh, yeah.
I'm 72 years old, so,
C'est ça.
it's a little bit harder. And the cameras, I find the digital cameras are as heavy as some of the old cameras.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and the lenses, those are those big, gigantic lenses there.
And I think that I think even that they're getting a bit heavier.
I think they are too.
You know,
especially the lenses, because you know, we used to have Nikon in the beginning had always 52 millimeter diameter lenses.
Yeah.
And now they go up to 77, 68. Tu sais, écoute, c'est des morceaux de, you know, the glass in front of you, you know.
My 200-600 is a 95 millimeter diameter filter.
C'est ça.
95. That's big.
C'est gros.
Yeah.
And, that's why when I do everyday shots, I try to shoot film.
Yeah.
When I do something that, you know, has to be shown, or something that has to be given to a person or something like that, then I go with the digital, because it's easier to make sure that I'm getting the right thing I want. But when I'm doing it just for me, I try to shoot as much film as I can too.
And we'll go back to the whole art, you know, artistic aspect of photography. One of the reasons why, you know, in 2023, je m'étais né avec la photographie commerciale was because commercial photography just became snapshot photography. Everybody wanted the same type of depth of field, the same type of sharpness, the same type of lighting. I was no longer able to be creative with my, you know, my couples, or they didn't have the patience that we had maybe even 10 years earlier.
No, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you something. You know, I go on a lot of cruises.
Yeah.
And on every boat, there's about 10 photographers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paid by the Carnival or Royal Caribbean or whoever. They
Right.
usually shoot with Nikons. But and when they see me go with my ZF, they all come to talk to me, you know.
Okay.
But anyway, this is just a side panel. But what I did is I did speak with them, and I says, you know, do you like photography? Why are you doing this? Is it a job? What is it? And I thought of 1 or 2 on 10.
Yeah.
Most of them, it's just a job. And the job is that Carnival teaches them 7 different poses.
Okay.
That they have to follow. And in the pose, there's the f-stops, there's the apertures,
Really?
the apertures, there's the shutter speeds, and the focal length. And the guy, he's like, you know, like the one who's really artistic, he's like, I want to do something, and he can't because he's not allowed. So,
and that I'm sorry, that's ridiculous, because you know, and the 4 of us here know light changes on the minute.
Yeah, for sure. Well, usually on the ships they have their control, you know, the studio lights, and
okay.
They have flashes and they have stuff like that.
All right.
Except when they're outside. Only when you go outside, that's something else. But when you're on the boat, they have setups, beautiful setups. Fuck, I'd love to have a studio like that, you know.
Right.
But with creativity, and they don't have the creativity. They're not allowed. You know.
Well, it's an industry. It's an industry.
It's an industry.
Have to get as many people. And honestly, Bob, you're walking down the steps and you see a nice scene. You'd like to take a picture with your girlfriend because you want to have a memory of your cruise. You don't want to spend 4 hours. Place your hand there, move to the side, raise your chin, hide the double chin here, you know. And it's not. You want to go in, take the pose, which is the most journalistic pose. They take the picture and pass at this office. Your picture will be ready for the time you want it. You know.
Yeah, $120.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But Mark, just so that you know, an experienced photographer doesn't take 4 hours for one pose.
No, I know, AJ. You know, I tend to exaggerate a little.
Okay. You know what I mean? Turn your head a little to the left, turn your head a little bit up. There's no more double chin.
I get it.
Non, mais c'est ça. C'est que when you have people walking down the steps, they want to pick up as many people. And écoute, I've had a photo shoot where I had doing corporate pictures. 95% of the people were very happy with the pictures, except I had 2 ladies that as I was taking the pictures, they were dictating how it was going to be done, and they weren't even setting up the way I wanted. So it's like
I know it's very
pardon?
Ça devient commercial.
Yeah.
C'est ça, c'est commercial. Alors moi, le but, c'était pour une société là, à but non lucratif.
Ouais,
Puis c'est pour leur aider que j'ai fait ça. Là, ils ont des photos qu'ils n'avaient pas, puis c'est sur leur site, puis ça roule, puis let's go. Puis tout le monde était hyper heureux, à part 2 dames mais là, je ne les mettais pas dans une pause de telle manière ou de telle manière, puis tout le kit. Mais c'est du corporatif, là. On ne veut pas avoir euh,
yeah, yeah.
tu sais, différentes, là, des ombrages ou quelque chose comme ça,
Exactement. Non, non, je suis
n'importe
d'accord.
où, là. Tu sais.
Ben, c'est comme quand ils font du human resources and they want a headshot of you. They want everybody to have the same type of headshot.
Exactly.
Same background, same
Same
this.
background,
tu sais.
c'est ça. Tu sais, je veux dire, c'est ça, je la comprends. Comment est-ce qu'on pourrait dire ça? C'est de la photographie fonctionnelle. Tu sais, c'est
C'est
pas de
ça.
la photographie, tu sais, it's for a specific reason, tu sais.
Mais tu peux le faire parce qu'il y en a qui spécialisent dans des headshots corporatifs où ce que ça va être des exécutifs, puis là, ils vont booker un, un bloc de 1 heure ou 2 heures, puis là, ils peuvent se promener dans le bureau, puis aller derrière un mur de briques, puis
Ouais,
ils vont mettre la personne à son avantage.
absolument.
OK?
Ouais.
Tandis que quand tu fais ça pour, disons, 25 ou 30 employés, mais tu n'as pas le temps de mettre quelqu'un à son meilleur à tous les moments. Tu essaies de prendre la plus belle photo pour la personne. A-t-elle des lunettes?
Ah
A-t-elle
ouais,
un œil croche? C'est-tu quelqu'un que sur un côté va peut-être paraître mieux que sur l'autre, là, tu sais?
ouais, ouais. No, I
C'est
get
ça,
it.
là, tu
I
sais.
get it. I get it. But I mean, um, I understand that the commercial, I can understand why Andrew got out of the commercial business, which is fine, because it does get repetitive and,
Non, mais c'est
Yeah,
ça.
I'm
T'as
not
plus le
saying, I
fun.
mean, I'm not completely against it. It's just that, well, I had my fill. You know what I mean?
well, no, I understand that, Andrew, but also at the same time is that today there's a lot of copies. You know,
Sorry?
there's a lot of copies in the sense that um, look
Well,
at any wedding.
copies.
I don't know if they make
Yes,
albums
no,
today, but look at any wedding,
absolutely.
and just the face changes.
It got to a point, I swear to God, that we'd go down to the old port and there'd be 5 weddings waiting for the red doors on
Yeah,
the stucco building. Are
exactement.
you freaking serious?
Yeah, non, exactement, c'est vrai.
Tu sais, je veux dire, à un moment donné, il y a tellement d'autres places plus beaux encore, puis
Ouais, I get it.
really just want to have the red door on the stucco wall with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Leave your photographers, let them be artistic, let them show their, you know.
Yeah,
What lately I've been seeing a lot on especially on Instagram, photographers who advertise themselves as, we will create your moments. No, you're not there to create the couple's moments. You're there to capture the couple's moments.
well said.
There's a difference between creating and capturing.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm not there to make your moment. I'm there to capture your moment.
no, the only thing you can help in is setting up the photo. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Exactly. I'm just trying to find here. I had, remember Uncle Tommy and Auntie Etienne?
Yes, Joe Simone.
That's so I was looking for his name, Joe Simone.
That way, he's a beautiful photographer.
He was a fantastic photographer,
Yes,
and
was.
him and his wife, les deux ont fait du portrait. Puis c'était tout argentique. Même, je pense que, je sais pas s'ils ont jamais embarqué dans le numérique, eux autres.
I don't know. It's a long time ago.
It's been a long time, but yeah, since
He did some beautiful photographs for Uncle's family,
yeah,
for his daughters, for
right.
his company. He made a booklet because for the company they had made a booklet to give to clients,
Okay.
and he photographed all the inner workings of that booklet. And they were fantastic shots. I was so jealous. I was young then, and I was so jealous of like, this guy is fantastic,
I'm just gonna see if I can get a really quick
Puis,
one here.
AJ, tu as une
Yeah.
chance. J'ai envoyé sur Printing Party le dernier petite affaire. C'est du YouTube. Ça commence avec un microphone. Puis, je pense que ça va te toucher parce que c'est quelqu'un qui parle exactement un petit peu qu'est-ce que tu essaies de communiquer. Puis lui, il compare un photographe que techniquement, ses photos ne sont pas belles, mais il est très populaire comme photographe parce qu'il va chercher des idées, puis il montre le monde comme ils sont ou quelque chose comme ça. Je sais pas si je suis capable de le jouer.
Attends. Ah, ben là, fais share.
Attends.
Share la fenêtre. Share pas l'écran, share la fenêtre.
C'est ça? Attends.
Unmute his dialogue up at the top left.
Top left.
Fondamental du sujet. Prenez le fond, ça n'a aucune importance. C'est quoi le point commun entre Minecraft, Daido Moriyama et Bob Dylan? En photographie, la technicité est proportionnellement inverse de l'intérêt fondamental du sujet. Prenez le jeu Minecraft par exemple. Il est tout pixelisé, il est vieux, il est moche. Dès sa sortie, il était dépassé techniquement et pourtant c'est un des plus gros succès, une des plus grosses influences culturelles, au moins dans le monde du jeu vidéo, du XXIe siècle. Bob Dylan chante faux, sa voix est nasillarde et sa technique est objectivement médiocre. Résultat, un prix Nobel de littérature. Alors que sur YouTube, il y a des centaines de chanteurs qui chantent techniquement extrêmement bien et qui
Marc, monte ton son.
Excuse-moi.
Monte ton son.
Monte le son.
Non, toi, ton ordi.
Du nouveau
Not him.
des boîtiers, du logiciel. Alors que dans le monde de l'art, personne ne va regarder les exils des images.
Bon, mais AJ, il est sur.
On ne va jamais vous exposer pour vos pixels, pour la
Comment
règle des tiers, pour votre portrait.
Excuse-moi.
Oh, hold on. My sound is going crazy here. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, AJ, il est sur Printing Party. Si tu veux le partager, là, tu vas
Ouais.
pouvoir. Mais c'est ça, c'est que le monsieur parle de différents photographes, puis disant qu'ils n'ont pas une technique, mais parce que, tu sais, qu'est-ce que vous dites? Est-ce que c'est de l'art ou pas? Puis est-ce que ça doit être techniquement parfait? C'est sur ça que le gars parle. Tu le regarderas, puis tu le représenteras à une prochaine table ronde si tu
OK.
juges que c'est pertinent. Parce que là, je viens de réaliser que c'est plus long que je pensais.
OK. Attends 2 secondes, moi. Ah, merde.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I gotta freaking. There we go. Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to let you go because nature is calling.
Okay.
That happens.
And you know, when it calls at my age, you have
C'est
to.
la seule femme qu'il ne faut pas négliger parce que ça va vous coûter cher.
So, exactement. See, and I don't want to be on camera when it happens. So,
No.
all right, guys. I love all you guys, and I enjoyed this. So next time.
Thanks, T.
See
Take
you.
care,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Oh, T, I got something for you and Nick, by the way. Next
Yes.
time I see you guys, I've got your prints.
Okay, no problem.
I did 2 8x10s of each of you.
Thank you very much. Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Stato
Bye,
bene.
guys.
Mark, wait a minute. I'm trying to search him. Attends. You said, c'est quoi son nom?
Attends, whoop. C'est Thomas.
Attends. Thomas. Wait a minute. Come on. Here we go. So, Thomas.
Là, m'a te l'écrire tranquillement, le nom de famille. C'est Ham. H-A-M.
Oui.
M-O-U-D-I.
O-U-D-I. Hamoudi?
Oui.
C'est director, creator, no. Consultant, avant, no. Collège, no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. No, I got it.
Sauf que, comme je t'ai dit, la petite pastille est plus longue que je pensais que c'était. Alors, t'es peut-être mieux de l'écouter seul. Puis à une prochaine table ronde, tu pourras le broadcaster, voir là, si tu juges que c'est pertinent. Mais on parlait avec quelqu'un de est-ce qu'on doit toujours avoir la technique parfaite, puis tout ça. Puis lui, c'est que il parle d'un photographe japonais écoute, je n'ai vu 2 sur lui. Il y a un photographe que lui prenait des corbeaux pour une raison. Puis en tout cas, excusez-moi, là, mais c'est un petit peu compliqué, là, mais tu le regarderas, puis tu jugeras après.
Mais c'est ça l'affaire, c'est que I don't and I stress that I don't advocate learning the principles to perfect your photography. It's learning the principles to better understand your tool,
Yes.
right? I keep telling my students that, you know, a proper photographer does not strive for perfection, he strives for excellence.
Right.
Now, the difference between perfection and excellence is that perfection is always le chemin to failure, in the sense that you never have the right aperture, you never have the right focal length, you're never in the right spot, you don't have the right light, you don't have the right this, excellence is no matter what, take the shot. Take the shot with whatever it is you have, whatever aperture you're using, with whatever ISO you're using. Get the shot. It's more important to get the shot and not have a perfect photo, but have a photo that tells your story.
Yes.
And I'm not saying either to settle for mediocrity. You still have to have the intention, and you still have to have the, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be satisfied with a shot because you got the shot, which is, I'll tell you straight out, is 70% of the photographers today is they shoot at 30 frames per second, hoping they're getting the right shot.
Yeah.
But you're losing that practice of when to snap the shutter.
Yeah. I think an example that you used previously is nowadays photographers tend to want to freeze the subject completely. Now he's
Yes.
frozen. We're seeing him walking. He's frozen. It's a perfect technical picture.
Yes.
While you tend to, I've noticed, when someone is walking, you try to freeze basically the head, maybe the neck or the upper torso of the person, but you tend to have his legs and his feet with a little blur because you're explaining to me he's walking. He's not standing still.
Exactly.
There's movement.
Okay. So I understand now what you mean by that when you're saying, I want the perfect picture, but I want the excellence, because the story is a person walking. He's not
Yes.
floating in midair.
Exactly.
But
And
you're still doing it because maybe you've got cars in the back and telling the story.
sure.
You need to freeze in the back. But
definitely.
I understand some of the principles that you're saying.
And when I define photography, I no longer say stopping motion, right, and creating a motion blur. What I'm saying now, what I'm saying when I'm describing photography is more freezing time and capturing the passage of time. Because with the capturing the passage of time, it puts more into perspective why I'll shoot 11-minute shots rather than just 30-second shots for a long exposure.
Okay.
Right?
Mm.
And a lot of people ask me, yeah, but AJ, you're gonna stand there for 11 minutes? I says, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. I stand there for 11 minutes, or I have another camera with me so that during the 11 minutes that my camera is taking the picture of the rapids or the river, the rushing river, because I know that capturing time will allow the camera to see through the shadows. But again, I'm getting back into the technical aspect of it, but it took me a while to figure that out. It took me a good while to figure out, well, wait a minute. C'est quoi l'avantage de prendre une exposition tellement long? Like, I understand it with astronomy, when I do my astrophotography and all that stuff there. Ça, je la comprends tout à fait, because that's the beauty about digital photography, is I no longer have to take a 4-hour shot if I need 4 hours of time. I can just shoot 400 photos at 10 minutes a shot. Will give me my 4 hour. Well, I'm as you can see, I'm a terrible mathematician, so okay. But you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? If I was shooting it on film, well, we'd be shooting for 2 hours on the same object and then find out a week later that the shot's shit because I got 10 planes, 20 satellites, you know what I mean? 3 or 4, pas des pluies
Shooting
d'étoiles, mais
stars.
des étoiles filantes, and you know what I'm saying?
Shooting
And then
stars.
my shot's screwed.
Yeah.
Right? But we've been going now, guys, almost an hour and a half.
Right.
I think we can start to dial it down a bit, Uncle Bob. We lost him already, but I enjoyed this evening. I really did. I thought this was a
It
really
was
nice.
fun. Yeah. Nice
Ouais.
Comment est-ce que
discussion.
vous avez trouvé ça, vous autres?
Ouais,
Ouais,
non, c'est
c'était
bien.
Hein?
super
Ben,
agréable. Toi, Denis, as-tu eu toutes tes informations pour ta microphotography?
oui, oui, non, c'est toujours intéressant. Mais je débute, là, je commence à essayer d'expérimenter certaines choses, là.
Est-ce
Puis
que
moi,
tu
je
as une raille?
non, en fait, tout ce que j'ai, moi te le dire sincèrement, là, j'ai des tubes pour mes lentilles. Je n'ai pas une lentille macro. Je
OK.
vais commencer avec les tubes, je vais essayer de m'amuser avec ça. Je me suis acheté des petites lumières, tu sais, pour éclairer les, euh, les objets, les personnages ou des choses comme ça. Moi, je fais surtout des petits bonhommes Lego. J'en ai plein chez nous. Je vais m'amuser
OK.
avec ça. On va faire ça, on va faire des close-ups. Puis si
Si
j'aime
ça ne
ça,
te dérange pas, une couple de fois, tu en posteras, quand tu auras fait tes expériences, tu en posteras
Ben
sur
oui.
le site AJ. Moi, je suis curieux de voir ça.
Ben oui, moi aussi.
C'est une passion qu'il y en a que les miniatures, il y en a que. Puis c'est un art de quand même faire un beau portrait du personnage parce que les jeux de lumière, les reflets spéculaires sur le Lego doivent être durs à éliminer si vous voulez le contrôler, là, tu sais.
ouais, c'est ça qui est le problème. C'est pour ça que je fais un peu d'essai-erreur, je te dirais, pour le moment. Là. Mais regarde, là,
OK. Je vais essayer de retrouver une vidéo que j'ai vue. C'était quelqu'un qui faisait une spécialité sur des mini-personnages. Puis, qu'est-ce qu'il recommandait au monde de dire, bon, mais place-toi à telle distance versus telle distance. Voilà pourquoi que j'ai appris que ça marche versus quelque chose d'autre. Puis, comment est-ce qu'il plaçait ses lumières, puis ses affaires comme ça.
hmm.
Puis, eux autres, c'était quasiment du monde qui créait il imprimait des personnages en 3D, il les peinturait, puis je pense que c'était pour des compétitions. Alors, il fallait qu'il réussisse sa photo s'il voulait gagner un prix en compétition. Alors, c'était important là, de communiquer l'image comme il faut. Mais essayer de retrouver ça, puis j'essaierai de te l'envoyer par Messenger plus tard, Denis.
OK. Un petit peu,
OK.
j'essaie juste de
T'as-tu-
retrouver. J'essaie de partager quelque chose. Attends un petit peu, ça ne marche
Fais-
pas, moi. Faire.
Pèse juste sur le bouton share.
Mhm.
Everybody has access, yeah.
But what I want to do,
And then just
partage de fenêtre.
non, pas
Ou-
voyons, oui, la fenêtre, pas l'écran, pas tout l'écran, juste la fenêtre. Comme ça va
I'm,
être pleine résolution.
I'm trying to share my Lightroom, but I can't. I don't know why.
It's not sharing the Lightroom window. Well,
Oh,
au pire, share your full screen. Oh no, we got it. It's coming.
just a sec.
Okay, yes, c'est ça. Là, t'es en train. Yeah, that's your full screen. So now just click on your
I'm just gonna. Uh, I'm just trying to. Come on. I'm not used to that.
Dis-moi.
Can you see it? No, huh?
we see your browser.
You only see the browser, huh?
Yeah. Can you minimize the browser?
I'm gonna try.
Or stop the share. You might be on the browser window.
Okay, just a sec. I'm just gonna go on the. Okay, I stopped the share.
Okay. And
I just want to show you something. But anyway, because I'm not on the app, I'm on the browser. That's the problem.
oh, okay.
So if I.
Oh, maybe the browser doesn't share the app, the program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a sec. I'm just gonna try to do that.
En tout cas, continue à en discuter pendant que tu recherches. Si éventuellement tu te ramasses une raille, moi j'ai trouvé ça très utile parce que ça permet de contrôler ton déplacement pour ton profondeur de champ. Ça m'a aidé pour beaucoup de mes photos.
Do you see it? No. Huh? You
Not
just see
yet,
my
no.
browser. You just see my browser, huh?
No, not even.
You're not seeing anything?
No, not yet. En passant, Marc, il dit say hello to everybody. He had to leave.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stop that.
Okay.
I'll try. I'll try. I'll just post it on the.
Yeah, c'est ça. Post it, puis dans 2 semaines, on en parlera.
Yeah.
Moi aussi, j'ai des nouveaux photos à partager aussi. Puis, in the meantime, guys, I wish you all a wonderful week.
You too.
As I always say, shoot some freaking awesome photos.
Yeah, that's good.
And have fun doing it.
Yeah,
Pas de
right.
problème. Moi, juste prendre une intervention d'une seconde. Denis,
Oui,
je t'ai
vas-y.
envoyé quelque chose sur Messenger. Alors, tu regarderas, tu vas devoir accepter, mais tu vois que c'est une image d'un gars avec une caméra, puis c'est marqué scam. Tu iras cliquer là-dessus, puis ça va peut-être être la bonne information pour toi.
Okidou. Parfait.
Pas de problème. Alors, je vous souhaite tous une bonne soirée et à la prochaine.
Ouais, bonne soirée, à la prochaine. Bye bye.
Ciao, guys.
Bye
Puis
bye.
merci à tous qui nous regardent. I wish you all a wonderful week.
Bye
Ciao.
bye.